Oh my God, I'm so tired. Giving me life. Hello, YouTube friends. I wanted to hop on here as we're having a little moment of playtime on the floor. See how long we get here. But I wanted to just kind of come on and talk about something that's really been on my mind this month in October as we transitioned, into fall and we're getting deeper into it. You can see we started decorating for Halloween. And I also have a package I just got. We're gonna carve pumpkins. So you can see all the things that are going on. Actually, this I'm really excited about. I need to open it. It just came in the mail. It's one of Darling Desi's fall collection. It's the Halloween Town sweatshirt. So I'm really, really excited. I've been waiting a while for it and it's finally here. So I'm gonna try that on today. But anyways, something that's been on my mind that I wanted to talk about is, first of all, fall has always felt to me, I know, like the beginning of the year, more so than like January or any other time of the year. And I think number one is because my birthday's in September and I'm a Virgo, and it's always also been really tied into back to school. Like a lot of times my birthday would be like the first day back to school. So, hi. So really the beginning of September has always kind of felt, okay, hold please. We're gonna change positions and do some tummy time for a second. All right, Missy girl. So it's always kind of felt more like the start of the year than any other time of the year. And I feel like for this year, what felt fresh to me was the transition from early days of postpartum. She's now 5 months old next week, into sort of like the next phase of becoming a mom and just like where I'm at in life. A huge part of my postpartum journey was grieving the loss of, or what felt like the loss of like my freedom, grieving kind of like past lives. For those of you who don't know, my husband and I used to live in LA. We're now living back in Washington, where we're both from and where we grew up together. I went through like a big phase in the 4th trimester of kind of like grieving that, of missing that, of thinking like, should we move back to LA? We just bought this house in March. Do we need to kind of like change things? Should we rent this house out? Like I was really deep into thinking of all of that. What I've come to realize is kind of getting good with what is. And I've been doing walks with her every day as much as we can when the weather's nice. And on my walks, a lot of what I've been thinking about is just like settling into sort of like what is right now and where life is at right now, and kind of like getting good with it in a way is like the best way I can think to explain it. Sort of leaning into the surrender and the acceptance of where we're at. And I think it was really important to grieve the things I needed to grieve, but I've kind of moved from wishing things that were different or wishing things were the way they were before having a baby, before being pregnant, and before kind of like moving, sort of all tied together a little bit. Instead of wishing that things were the way they were when I was like 35, I'm now 37, I've really kind of come to this peace and this resolution, and not every single day or not every moment of every day, but I'm working there, inner peace of surrendering to what is right now, surrendering to the fact that my days look completely different, that I don't get to spend my days anymore doing exactly what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't get to spend my days anymore working full time, and I love my work. I don't get to, just hop up and go do something when I want. It's quite different and structured. And for those of you who've had babies, you might understand, or maybe your experience was totally different. But my day is largely spent now around her schedule and making sure that she gets all the things that she needs, and that we are having time together and playtime together and walk time together and things like that. And while it is really lovely, it also was a more difficult transition to surrender into it than I was expecting. But with when fall kind of hit, and as we moved through September and I started to feel that sort of new year energy kind of coming in, it always brings a sense of peace a little bit, a peace and sinking into what really is. Accepting where I'm at, not thinking that my problems or what I perceive to be the problems right now would be fixed by moving back to LA. I've had to kind of move away from that. And I think what I was really missing there was the association between living in Los Angeles and a perceived sense of freedom. You know, when we were living in LA, it was just, you know, it's a totally different lifestyle. We were going out, we could walk everywhere. We kind of did what we wanted when we wanted. And so I've kind of realized that I think the grief or the longing, the desire to pack up and move back to LA and do something different, thinking that going back to LA means that our life would look the way it did, but not at all. It would be this, but in Los Angeles, or it would be this, you know, in wherever else we go. And I've really kind of come to terms with that. Yeah, really made peace with it in a way is the best way that I can say. So I love you. That so far has been October. I've been really leaning into getting set up for the holidays and decorating, going to the pumpkin patch and all those things. So that's been really, really exciting and wonderful. And just really trying to be present every day and present with what life looks like and what the days look like right now, and really starting to embrace it and love it. Okay, I think that I need to go feed this girl. I think my time here is up. So I'll talk to you again soon. Okay, next day, and sort of, oh, it's a slippery part here. Sort of just watching where I'm stepping. Figuring out how I can get these pockets of, I guess, like life back a little bit, of things, caring for myself, and figuring out how it all fits in together now. And I just thought I would share that even right now, like this walk, you know, about maybe a month ago, I started thinking, like, how am I ever going to exercise again? Like, how am I ever going to fit in a workout into my day? And I kind of had to open my mind a little bit and be like, well, you know, it's not like the total January downpour everyday weather here yet. And I have this carrier that she's in, and we could do a walk every day. And it might not be the workout I'm used to. It might not be going to the gym, lifting weights, you know, getting to have a trainer or things like that. It might not be that, but this walk with a 14-pound weight on me, like a half an hour, 40-minute walk, is quite the workout. She gets fresh air, I get a workout in, I get fresh air, it breaks up our day. And maybe for right now, like, this is it, this is the workout. So I kind of even feel like I'm in this stage of figuring out where these pieces of my life and my care fit back in a new way. Today we're kind of just having a regular home day. We did sort of a lot yesterday, which was really fun, but yeah, my husband's working at home and he's in a meeting right now. So, and this is like a pocket of the day today that we checked the weather and it wasn't going to be raining. It's like raining the rest of the day. So I thought, you know what, let's go get our little workout in. We're going to go home. She gets a nap, her midday nap, and we'll go from there. But just trying to enjoy the little bits of everything. We pulled out the Halloween decorations, so we're gonna work on that for the rest of the week and setting that up. And yeah, we'll just keep going on with our day. So talk to you soon. Mwah. Hello. So we are here down at the waterfront, me and Baby Cakes. I have you resting on my dash here, but it's kind of shaky, so make this quick. We are in between first nap of the day, second nap of the day, and it's so beautiful. And I thought, let's go down to the waterfront and take a little walk. So going to grab Baby Cakes and get to it. It is so beautiful. Look at the trees changing colors. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And this is kind of, so baby girl is on like the two and a half maybe wake windows. And it's really kind of hard to do anything, to be honest. And even this, it was kind of like, by the time she woke up, we fed her, diaper changed, got her in the car seat, got her in the car, drove the 15 minutes down here. It's like, we can only really be here for like 20 to 30 minutes. And some days it's really easy to let that sort of keep us in the house, or kind of even to think like, why even bother? You know, we just have to sort of turn around and come back home to get ready for the next nap. But this day is a really good reminder that it is so important to do that, especially with this beautiful weather and just, you know, really getting into the season and soaking up the juices of it all. Like, it's worth it. It's just, some days it's easier than others, and some days it's like impossible to actually make that happen. But when we can, it's just a reminder, it's so worth it. It's so important to, honestly, my mental health, and especially in this time, I take care of myself so that I can show up in the most healthy way for her and for myself and my family. So yeah, we're gonna go home and move on with the rest of our day. Talk to you soon.